Man, that episode of Invincible was so fucking good. The season finale, I swear to God, of season 1 of Invincible, episode 8, was probably one of the best things that I've seen grace a television screen in years. Like this was and being such a fan of the comic, just seeing such an iconic moment and scene being added to the show and just recreated in such a way. It was done. It had everything that it needed to have in there, and it had a whole lot of stuff that I didn't even know I wanted in there, but I'm so glad that it was there. Oh, it's so good. Oh my God. It's so good, bro. I can't even begin to explain to you how much I enjoyed that episode. Pretty much, I mean, the thing that I love about the episode is it's so to the point. I really ain't got that much to break down. You know what I'm saying? Like, this whole episode pretty much consisted of Omni-Man and Invincible, like, you know, and Invincible running that fade with his dad. You know, he running that fade with his father. His dad confesses to him the truth about the Viltrumite Empire. Now, I made a video about this previously, talking about Omni-Man's true intentions. If people wanted to watch that video, then they already knew what was going on. Now, I did put spoilers. I said spoiler alert before that video to let you know that if you do watch this video, then you're probably going to get spoiled for the finale. And I was right, because everything that I discussed in that video was it was validated in this episode, with Omni-Man pretty much saying the exact same stuff. And what I loved about it is that they actually went into a little flashback and they showed us a lot of it. They showed us a lot of the Purge. They showed us a lot of the other Viltrumites. We saw Conquest. Always a conquest. Bro, I almost had a damn aneurysm when I saw that motherfucker pop up on the screen. Like, bro, I was just twitching. Like, Conquest is the best. If you don't know, then you have no idea where you'll go, because you need to know. When this nigga come in this show, you gonna be like, oh, like, bro, like, you ain't gonna be able to explain how you feel when you see this nigga, bro. Like, Conquest, man, ooh. When he popped up on the screen, I lost my mind. I just lost my mind. Season 2 and 3, it's on the way. Anyway, man, we got to see more of the Purge. We got to see a lot of the Viltrumites actually killing the fuck out of each other, as Omni-Man explained that they had to pretty much conquer each other. They had to conquer each other first before they conquered everybody else. They had to weed out the weakness and only focused on the strong. Half of the population was wiped out and there was only another half that remained. And another thing that I liked about this little backstory and flashbacks, they was pulling out pages directly ripped from when he told Invincible about it in the comic book as well. They had like these splash pages of him like conquering different worlds and different aliens that were just wiped out and dead on the ground, bloodied, you know, nice little still shots. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, not nice, because, you know, he eradicating whole civilizations, but a lot of these still shots and these art images that were directly ripped from the comic, like these pages, like it's like he was reading the pages and they was really coming to life. Like, they had the picture with Alan's race, his people. They were showing them getting wiped out, and then you also got to see the other alien races that got wiped out when they said no. And like I said, it was just pages directly ripped out of the book, man. It was just crazy how they did this and told it. And Omni-Man was on 121, like 3,000 in this episode. He was so turned the fuck up. Like, the level of disrespect coming out this nigga mouth, like, bro, this dude was flaming and just roasting humanity like no other. Like, bro was, I'm talking about, he brought out the grill, he cooked us, then he flipped us over and cooked the other side. Like, this dude was just roasting humanity in words and in physical strength. Like, he was killing people left and right as the what you call the collateral damage of the fight. Like, do you remember the feeling, or the, I don't know, whatever the fuck they was trying to make us feel, whatever kind of themes or ideas they was trying to get across when they was playing, when they was made the movie Superman or Man of Steel or whatever. Zack Snyder, don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on bruh. There was some parts about the movie I liked, but you remember that last fight and they was trying to talk about the collateral damage and stuff like that, and what they was trying to do, and how they tried to use that for Batman versus Superman as like the linchpin and to make Batman want to take down Superman and all that stuff. Well, bruh, fuck all that, okay? You want to see how collateral damage is done in a superhero story? Do you remember? Also, in Captain America Civil War, when they tried to use that, that lame ass video of some rock falling on bro. Like, bro could have just moved. That could have just been his phone right there. Like, bro probably didn't even die. You didn't see no blood. Man, they played it safe. God damn. But no, do you remember how Civil War was, the whole Civil War started because of collateral damage, right? Well, yeah, we didn't get to see shit. Nigga, this is how collateral damage is done in a superhero story. Like, damn, man. Like, this shit, like, the boys need to step it up. They made an announcement the other day saying that season 3 is going to be literally the bloodiest the show has ever been. Like, they taking it there. It's getting raw next season. They turning up. And I think the reason they turning up is because they seen Invincible. They was like, hold the fuck on, Invincible. Like, who is this nigga? We was here first. You know, you know what I'm saying? They like, hold on, bro. We got to pull up on Invincible. We got to let this nigga know what's up. We got to let him know that we got the stones to take it there too, bro. Because I'm telling you right now, Invincible is a damn cartoon. It's a damn animation, bro. And they done took it to places, bro. They done did things that the boys man, they wish they did. They ain't did none of this shit yet. So y'all don't need to bring for season 3. Don't get me wrong. I love the boys too now, but man, no. Oh my gosh. So yeah, bro, the whole thing with Omni-Man fighting his son, trying to get the point across that they age slower as they get older so they can live for years and years and years. He was constantly trying to let them know that Earth, everybody he loves, all his friends and everything, they're going to die. Like, the entire planet will be gone and dead before he even looks 30. You know what I'm saying? So he's trying to get that point across to him. It was a great scene. The acting was so amazing in this episode. Like, the voice performances. If you had any doubts about the voice performances previously in this show, them being a little static, a little stale, not really bringing or fully utilizing the actors that they have at their disposal, all of that shit got thrown out the window with this episode. Everybody brought it, especially J.K. Simmons as Omni-Man and Stephen Ewan as Invincible. And I got a shout out to Debbie too as well. You already know Sandra Oh has done an amazing job bringing this character to life, adding way more layers to her than was ever there, and she really brought it, having to be a strong mother, keep her wits, keep herself together for her son and everything that was going on around her, when you know inside this woman was just ravaged by what she was seeing, having to watch her husband, the love of her life, beat the ever-living shit out of her son. Damn, all the while confessing that she was nothing more but a pet. A pet? Like I said, bro, the level of disrespect that Omni-Man was just giving off in this episode was legendary. I was just like, bro, this dude is cold as fuck. Like, this is crazy. This nigga Invincible went through hell and high water to save almost anybody that he could, anybody that was close enough. And Omni-Man just kept on reminding him, kept restating to him, kept showing him how weak and fragile humans are compared to them, trying to just hammer it into him like, son, it ain't even worth it. Going out your way, doing all this extra stuff, trying to save these weak individuals. They're beneath us. We a whole different race, nigga. Like, we Viltrumites. Like, this shit, he said this one line I loved. He was like, Mark, you are right to pity them, but you not right to put them beyond your own race, before your own people and shit. I was like, God damn, Omni-Man. Like, bro, this nigga grabbed the fucking guy that was flying the fighter jet. Omni-Man flew through the fighter jet, destroyed the jet. The jet was crashing down to the earth. Invincible was going through everything he could to save the dude. He grabbed him, saved him at the last minute, landed on the ground, told him he was okay, and then Omni-Man landed right behind the dude. The dude was just like, man, I thought I was gonna die. I thought I wasn't gonna make it. Then Omni-Man landed right behind him. He probably shitted on himself. He was like, oh shit. Turned around, Omni-Man just reached out, grabbed the dude's head, squeezed it. He was just like, why'd you go through all this trouble to save this nigga, bro? Like, why? Like, what's the point? Look at this shit. It's pointless. Bop! And just popped his head like a melon. I was just like, oh no. Oh, you gotta check your own head after saying something like that. That shit was crazy. Then he proceeded to just destroy the other jet. And then what made it even worse was when he punched Mark so hard and he flew inside of this city and destroyed everybody on impact. And then he was trying to keep the top half of this building from falling and crashing down and killing even more people. this woman and her daughter fell out of the building from the window, and he tried to grab and hold on to them. I think the daughter fell anyway, but he was holding on to the mom. And then the whole building fell and crashed and crumbled and got destroyed while he just fell inside the wreckage as well. And when he got up, he was still holding on to the woman's arm, and it was detached, and there was so much damage, so much carnage, so much blood and gore. Like, this episode, I'll admit, was kind of hard to watch. You could just see the emotional distress, the emotional damage, like everything, the turmoil. You just saw it all on Mark's face. Just imagine being a teenager and having your whole world literally change before your eyes like this. Like, this is some traumatizing shit. This man proceeds to pick up Invincible, holding him by his throat, making sure that he cannot move, and he holds him forward in front of a subway as it is coming towards them full speed. And he just stands there because he knows they're strong enough to take the impact. And he just stands there and just lets the subway just drive through them. The bodies of innocent people are just literally driving through them like a blender, like a grinder. Invincible is just holding up his hands, going like, oh God, as the blood and entrails and guts of human beings are being ripped apart in his face, touching him. Like, he's just tearing through it without even trying. His dad is just mushing him, just forcing him through human lives. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, I was just like, are you fucking serious? Like, bro, this episode was the very definition of epic. Never seen nothing like it on TV. It's fucking crazy. I told y'all niggas. I told y'all, man, that Invincible was gonna be saucy. I told y'all everybody was gonna talk about it, and I told y'all that it was gonna change the game. And we are seeing the fruits of that. Like, we seeing the seeds being planted right now, and the fruits about to get grown out. Like, we seeing that shit, bro. And I'm about to be there to take a bite. As soon as it grow and get right. You already know what time it is, man. Invincible here to tell y'all what's going on. He making a statement right now. And the statement is, niggas ain't been doing it right for a while. I'm here to show y'all how it's done. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's so good. Oh my God, so good. And also, I really loved how they did the other characters in this episode as well. Guardians of the Globe. How they was on looking, just their commentary on the whole situation, how they was watching as well, because we didn't get to see that in the comic. We didn't get to see them directly watching on the sidelines. We didn't get to hear commentary, what they was thinking, what they was saying. They had some good moments, and they also had a dope moment with Rexplode where he decided to actually wipe the blood off of the wall where Cecil decided to leave it, where the previous Guardians of the Globe were killed, and he said that they couldn't get rid of that stain until they earn it, and Rexplode decided to rub it off. Black Samson wanted to stop him. You thought he was serious, and then he was just like, bro, fuck off. And then when he tried to stop him and grabbed him, everybody booted up. Everybody was ready to fight Black Samson now. They was about to beat his ass. And then he said, you know what? I was just playing. I don't want that smoke. No, he didn't really say that's what he was thinking. You know, that nigga know damn well he was serious. He wasn't playing. That nigga was dead serious. But nah, he pulled it back, tried to act like it was all part of his plan. And he said, now see? And he dusted off Rex's shoulders, tapped him a little bit. He said, now we look like a team. I thought that was a cool moment. Really showing that despite all the damage and the carnage that happened after all of it, the Guardians of the Globe are all better people. They're a better team. They're closer because of it. Invincible, despite Lord knows the damage and trauma that he's going to be going through and everything that he probably has rushing through his head and the emotional distress that his mom is going to be in. There was a nice moment at the end of the episode where he got to talk to Alan, the alien, catch him up on everything that's been going on, and which is also from the comics. So I loved how they did that and tied him into the ending of the show to let you know that we're definitely going to be seeing more of him in season 2, which is great. But also, I thought it was cool how they had that talk and everything, and you got to see that Mark said that just knowing that what they went through on Earth and what he did with his dad and all that shit that they just did was just part of something a whole lot greater, just part of something much greater, kind of makes it easier for him to deal with it and manage it. And I love that line and how he kind of smiled a bit, especially when Alan the alien was just like, bro, why you smiling, bro? Like, you got the least reason in the world to smile. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was a very good moment. I liked it. and also how the episode ended, focusing on like setting up everything for the future. You got to see what everybody was doing. It jumped to Cecil Stedman. You saw D.A. St. Clair making the more stronger, more improved, advanced versions of the Reanimen, which we also saw in the comic. You got to see the Flaxians brewing with rage, knowing that they want to catch that fade with Earth again because of what Omni-Man did to their damn planet. You also get to see Battle Beast, which Robert Kirkman, little cool thing I want to throw in, he actually was having a interview with Grace Randolph, and he told her that we are definitely going to be seeing more Battle Beast in the show, which is fucking amazing. That is great news. I cannot wait to see that. We also got a tease of the Guardians of the Globe training together, so you really got to see all of the characters getting much better at understanding each other, what they can do, their strength, their weaknesses, so you know they're going to be fighting a whole lot better together moving forward. You know, it was just cool just seeing like all the seeds being planted for what's to come. You also got to see the sea squid and how they pretty much took over all of Mars, and how you know they're going to be on their way to Earth soon as well. This is why I mentioned they got to introduce all these characters later on, like Brit, Tech Jacket, Astounding Wolfman. I feel like all these characters got to be introduced in the next season, because I don't know how they're going to do the Invincible War without introducing more characters, especially if they're not going to do the crossover with all the other Image properties like they did it in the comic book. Still a very interesting topic to talk about. Not sure how they're going to handle that, but we'll talk about it in another video. But yeah, man, just a lot happened in this finale. It was great. It was amazing. The action was on 100. Like, I know I'm missing a lot of stuff, but it's honestly just like, I said it wasn't that much to talk about just because of how focused the episode was on just primarily the fight. And in the grand scheme of things, yes, I still agree with that statement, but I know there's a lot of stuff I'm missing and there's a lot of stuff I'm not saying, but I do want to go ahead and wrap this video up. I don't want it to go on for too long, and it's almost about to be 20 minutes. Long story short, I got my point across about how much I enjoyed this episode, how amazing and visceral the action was, how it was so much more improved on what the comic book did while still getting the same message and point across. It just set up so many things for the future. Knowing that we have a season 2 and 3 on the way already confirmed, and the way that all this plays into that, the ending and all that, it just makes you speculate so much. Like, I can't wait. I can't stop thinking about it. I had an amazing time with this episode. I want to rewatch the whole season again together just as one sitting. Yeah, man, Invincible is turning up. We going up! We going up, man. You already know what time it is. So you already know, like, dislike, hit that subscribe button, share. You know what I'm saying? Share thing goes around. Share it around. Check out the live stream if you haven't already. I really enjoyed that live stream. I know you guys will as well. Tell your friends, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put the link to the Discord in the comments, so you can hit that link. You can join Invincible Disciples, and we can keep the discussion going. You know what I'm saying? We can talk until we blue in the face, man. You already know. Let's keep this conversation alive and thrive about Invincible. You already know. Hope you're having a good day, night, wherever you are. And until next time, guys, peace. This fucking season of Invincible was invincible. Oh shit, I was trying to end it right there, but I didn't hit the stop button, so now it just looks a little weird. But yeah, it was a good episode. See y'all later.